Hello, hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It's a good thing that we got the Aetherite here at Wineport, because this is where Shamani Lomani is. So we're getting our, hopefully, final ingredient. Sweat, grime, and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer. Unless I'm mistaken, what brings you to Wineport? I want wine, please. An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. Sniff, sniff. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. And there's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigi would not settle for anything less than the best. Deerstwites and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. But perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Yeah, because we have to fight Titan. With this whole thing, we need to save Limsa Laminsa from Titan. And I'm over here getting goblin cheese and wine. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible for not the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Whiskers must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Biergladant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given the circumstances, we might needs beg his assistance. Oh yeah, the chef. I did take some time to complete some quests here, just to clean them out. Someone mentioned how once you're able to fly, it's a lot better because you can just, fly, and you don't have to worry about it. But the thing is like, I am leveling up my chocobo, so I tend to just do things as I go, so that I'm not over-leveled and things like that. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The neophyte Vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. What a pleasant fellow. He seems like a nice man. Honestly, I'm not a wine snob, so I wouldn't know, I take it he said no? Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa Laminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Alright, and what is that? There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh, and was one with all creation. But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bierglant to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Yes, I will go talk to every single person. Just about wine. So silly. Alright. There's this guy over here. Durium Fallurium. Bacchus wine? Don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. Well, that's tragic. Speaking of primals, you know, I'm trying to save Limsa from one, you know? But instead, I'm having to hunt wine. Because that makes sense. You know? What, do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. Never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Alright, so, nobody has any. Good talk. Glad I wasted all my time doing that. Oh, boy. I will say the only thing about MMOs is that it is just one big fetch quest all the time. No luck? Huh, most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogamoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience. Even in my condition, it helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may forever be lost to us. Or, you know, you could just, I don't know. I was to say, you could maybe just learn to make it yourself, or regrow it, or, I don't know. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. Aye, have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the very deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health. It was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps someone can tell you where to find him. Pretty sure Drest is a, like, he has, like, PTSD of some kind, I think. And I think he lives in, like, an abandoned, like, little shack, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's the case, if I remember correctly. But I'm kinda, it's been forever. I don't come to this area often anymore. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I tossed him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you have a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. Okay. So yeah, he's some sort of soldier of some kind. So yeah, I guess my videos are being copyrighted for the music in this, and it's not even Square Enix that's doing it. It's some Brazilian creator of some kind. Where do I go across this bridge? No. I'll just go this way. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. It's not that I make money off of YouTube anyways, but it's kind of frustrating. I don't know if it's their new AI model or what's going on, but it basically said that there's like melodies that it's picking up, and it's kind of frustrating because I couldn't find the match. It doesn't give you a link to what it's talking about, so I'm sitting there trying to search for this guy's music and try and figure out if it's related. And Yeah, I don't see that it is. So, I don't know. It's really weird. And I obviously don't want any, like, false reports or anything, you know? Hey, Dressed. What do you want? Here you go. What, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? It's alright, man. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Okay. Alright, we'll get the midges. Although it's raining, so, I mean, technically, the midges probably wouldn't be a problem, but, you know. I do like this music. I like most of the music in Final Fantasy XIV. It's really good. Especially, oh man, especially the primal music. Like, some of it's just banger. Like, some of it's questionable and kind of just makes me laugh more than anything, but yeah, definitely, there's some where it's just banger. There were times at work where I would just find a playlist of all the battle music, like the primal music, and just listen to it on repeat. It's good. It's good stuffs. These midges are, like, all over the place. You're hearing the buzzing from all the way over here, sir? Ooh, I know this area. So this is part of a machinist quest. So if ever you do DPS and you get into Heaven's Ward and you pick up machinist, this is an area that you will come to for your for one of your quests. So you'll have to fight this Mildewid Gubu. So, among other things, but yeah. I do like Gubu. I think they're so ugly they're cute. Which I don't know, I suffer from that a lot. Loving things that are so ugly they're cute. Alright, last midge. And then I have a feeling this guy is gonna repay us with some Bacchus wine. Or at least something similar. Alright, now we head back to the man who's fighting his demons. Which is really sad. I mean, I would think in a world like this, plagued with wars and calamity, like, you would have a lot of people like this. And so he kind of just came out here to just kind of be by his lonesome. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Oh, so he's a Garlean. Okay. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Poor guy. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored in a few bells' time, it makes a fine wine. See, it should be ready now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that machine out there that's crashed is his. But... not sure. Not sure at all. The thing is with the Garleans is they do conquer other lands and then they essentially just capture people and turn them into conscripts. And these people obviously don't have a choice. They're not given a choice. So you know, and so it's like it's either fight or die, and a lot of them fight because some of them might still have family, and maybe that family is being used as leverage, and there's a whole bunch more to it as well. War is extremely complicated, and especially when people are captured and forced to do things they don't want to do, it's easy to essentially be like, oh yeah, I would just take the high road and die with my dignity, but not everything's just so black and white, and I think that this Final Fantasy does a good job at kind of showing that not everything's so black and white. So, at least in some parts, especially as we get deeper into like the Garlean War and that sort of thing. Should I? Ooh, that thing's ugly. I'm gonna fight it. Come here. You will face me, Mr. Ugly Cork Man. That's a big cork. He's a big cork. Why does his eyes look like that? Oh man, don't whip me with that. That's nasty. You keep your little head whip to yourself. I probably could have stalled, like, freaking stunned him with that, but DPS brain just says, run away from big orange thing. So I need to stop doing that, and I need to remember that I can try and stun. But also, I have to remember that timing is a thing, too. I also need to go back to Linza at some point and try and get my promotions as well. Because I'm over 5,000 company seals, and I'm pretty sure I can get some promotions at this point. At least I should be able to, and if I can't, that's like crazy, you know? Come on, you're almost there. Plus, this will give my Chocobo some much-needed experience. Nice. 184 seals, that's not bad. That gave me nothing as far as experience, but you know what? 'Tis what it is. Alright. Back to Wineport. I don't know, I could teleport everywhere, but I really just don't want to spend the gil. I know I have 77,000 right now, but I'm eventually probably going to end up using that for some equipment at some point or other. So I would rather just save it. Alright. Shimani. It has been some time, Sam. What news do you have addressed? Here you go. Ah yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I. Two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Sam. Alright. Oh, this is how I get the Goo-Boo! Yay! I knew I got it somewhere doing a quest. By the gods, Sam, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. I don't want to go back. Oh, it's so much work. Alright, I'll go. Again, I'm not a wine snob. I don't know anything about wine. Like, I would be so useless, as I'm opening my Mountain Dew, I would be so useless at a wine tasting. They would be like, oh yeah, don't you get the subtle hints of earthiness and blah blah blah, and I'd be like, I taste wine. This one is made with grapes and blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I just taste wine. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I know some differences in wine. You know, I can tell a Moscato from, you know, I guess, like, I know a dry red from a sweet red. And I know, you know, like, the difference between red wine and obviously white wine, and, you know, just the basic stuff, like, obviously, like, it's not even a rosé, like, I don't know. But I can tell, like, basic differences, and obviously I prefer sweets to dry, and, you know, that sort of thing. I don't really like fizzy wines very much, and I'm not a huge fan of sangria. I do like Moscato, though. Moscato is one of my favorites. Oh, hello again. What is it? I need to know where you got this leaf. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Alright, time to go find us a gubu. Here we go. For a minute I thought it was going to be that one with the big stalks on it, but... Shesmu. Hi, Shesmu. Ew, moldy sneeze. Disgusting. Alright, thank you, Shesmu. I would assume we got the leaf, yeah, because we have to head back to Shamani Lomani. I wish the gubu, like, I wish that they kind of made, like, a special gubu for that, because it would be cool if you could see, like, grapes hanging off it. Sometimes they will do that, where it'll be a monster you've seen before, but obviously it's a more special variant. And so you are able to see, like, the difference. But in the earlier, you know, areas, not so much, but it would be cool if that was a thing. Am I even going the right way? I always get lost. Okay, yeah, because I see the shack over there. But yeah, that would have been cool if he had like even like little curly vines instead of like, you know, just having the typical gubu look. Like that'd be neat. So, all right. I think I'm gonna put the little gubu sticker on my adventure plate because that would be really cute. Shamani. Shamani Lomani. What did Dress have to say? Tell me everything. Here you go. Aha! I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could. She stared him down. 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? Don't give it to him. What? You would offer this to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Birgeland. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't. Sniff, sniff. Wait! The shape of the bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be. A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigi would find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Sam. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray, deliver the wine to Captain Whiskers. And yes, I'm going to keep calling him Whiskers. Huh? Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Well, as long as they work together, and as long as that guy's not like a skeever. You know, where he's like, ah, yes, you saved the vineyards, and then all of a sudden he's like, you get Bacchus wine even though you gave me the cutting? No, never. You know, because there's people that do that. Oh, and if you don't mind the wild Rathalos just flying around. For you Monster Hunter fans, there are Monster Hunter crossover events, and you can indeed get a Rathalos and a Palico. So yeah. Here, Whiskers, take your damn wine. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what of the wine I asked you to bring? It's probably better than what you asked me to bring. Is that 7 hells? A 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Sam. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Dude, I'm impatient! Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Alright, so now we have our minion. Oh, well, there they go. Oh, that's right, I have to... Everybody's coming home, it's 9:27. Alright, minion guide. Look at him! My little son! Can I feed him? Let's see, what I don't know what he does, but here. Will you eat? Do you eat? Well, you came, so... Can I pet? Will you do anything? No? Look at him run. He's such a freaking goober. Look at it. Look at this thing. Hold on. Look at look at this toothless little monster. Look at him go. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, anyways. I wish you could nickname your minions. That'd be cute. Let me see. Edit plate design. Accent. Let me see. Can I do the little Goobboo? I can. There you go. Alright, anyways. You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. I really have. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Huh? Please explain. Oh, gosh. A rainy banquet. Lady Ishtola! Lady Utari! Master Gigi. Hi. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Huh? Come now. She must have sensed something was amiss. Not really. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Sam has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Yeah? Like, tell me? Aye, fair is fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath. That any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Sam with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Sam, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talented plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleague's assessment. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Samutari, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Sure. Such a determined look. With the formalities out of the way, let the festives begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Samutari, Titan's Bane. So now I'm Titan's Bane even though I haven't fought him? Please explain. Yes, you hear me taking screenshots. Listen, I'm not going through all this again just to get my thumbnail. Alright. Greetings, Sam. I thought it fitting to seek you out and offer my gratitude for all that you've accomplished. Sure. Bronze skinny beauty. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Sure. Who else am I supposed to talk to? Oh, the exotic feast. Sure. I'll eat, I suppose. Oh, I get to try the gobby cheese. That'd be funny if, like, I just taste it and then just fucking die. Oh, no. Ah, yes, what a riveting cutscene. I love that. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. That doesn't sound... That's either a spiritual awakening or an orgasm. Oh, God. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Laminsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond this chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockmen with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. You didn't even come to rescue last time. Ah, Sam, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. Oh, gosh. You are a veteran of countless battles, Sam, but this is but one more. Trust in your experience, and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Ishtola, are we done? I want to leave now. Please. You are kind to indulge them, Sam. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Yeah, because he has to tell us how to get into Ogamoro. I remember that much. Ooh, mount speed in Eastern Lenosha increased. Nice. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you'll meet Riol, another man who once served in the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he'll remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you'll see that this is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Okay. I love the As You Wish. That is... Oh, man. I love all the Easter eggs. Oh, no. Oh, no. I love all the Easter eggs. Like, Princess Bride stuff is... Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies, so, like, I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Wish dish. Okay. Sure, we need to go, what, this way? Mm-hmm. This is the place where we can farm a lot of seals very easily. Let's see. Yep. Now we need to go this way. Because we need to go this way. I know it's annoying sometimes when I have the map up, but otherwise I'm gonna get lost. Okay, I'm not good with directions. I never pretend to be good with directions. Like that. This thing's gonna kill me. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Look. Now we go D's away. This is all the rock bong. This is all kobold territory, so kobold sidesman. I hate this event. Okay, so I love this place. It's a very lovely place. But everybody's naked. They're not actually naked. They're in their underwear because it's a spring. So I mean, I get it. But no, I love the whole, like, ancient ruins, like, you know, healing pool sort of, like, aesthetic. Alright, got our Chocobo Porter. But yeah, just looking up at this place, it's very beautiful. So, but yeah, I can imagine, like, I mean, look at that. Like, look at that. Crystals in the sky, a giant ancient tower, like, this, stunning. There's so much in this game that is just so stunning. Anyways, let's start whistling. Wee wee. Hey-ya. I would imagine this place would be, like, devilish to keep clean, though. Wee wee. Now we have to go up there and whistle. Oh, I whistled so loudly I scared away my chocobo. No, not really. His time ran out, but still. Alright, and now we get to go up here. I believe. Yep, there he is. Real. I need to go to Ogamoro, please. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one the captain said would come a calling? I thought so. Pay attention now, because I ain't explaining myself twice. Woo! The Lord of the Crags. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across the Beastman Aetherite, see? Now, what's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Sam. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I'd planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogamoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. It's probably dumb luck. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ogamoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a tight pain in the arse if you didn't have an aethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetherite shards in the depths of Ogamoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happened to be... Ah, yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at that aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Ishtola is amazing. She can handle her salt just fine. She can handle it all just okay. Alright, so... Oh yeah, and there's Mamulja everywhere. It's so funny to think now that there's like... I always wondered like where they was gonna take this game, like where they could still go, and like they still surprise me all the time. So it's like I'm not mad, but it's funny to think about. I think kobolds are really cute. Like, I don't know if I like them more or goblins more. I do think that they're very cute, though. Kobold sidesman. Oh, hey, bunny. Bye, bunny. Man, I almost leveled up again. Alright, so here's the Beastman Aetherite. Me and my Goobu son. My child. So this is the Aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. Huh, it is as Papalimo speculated. Papalimo. In its present state, this aetherite's signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Sam. I must needs remain here and supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetherite's signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. I get it. It's fine. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. Look at you go. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Lord of Crags now available? The naval. Yeah! Nice, 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 nice. Alright, so. we finally get to fight Titan, you guys. Has it been long enough? Were you waiting on the edge of your seat? Alright, so we are about to face the Lord of Crags. I'm gonna hop into it, and I will see you in just a moment. And here we go, now that I selected the right thing. Oh, it happening. Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. She uses our aetherites against us. She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespass violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment. Then Limsa Laminsa and her oathbreakers. Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. O great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Oh, there he is. Look at that big old man. He has come! He's come, the Lord of Crags! Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score. All in service to greed, such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance, thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresy shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak thy terrible vengeance. He's a big boy! Alright, here we go. I was surprised nobody else was fighting him already. Make sure you eat. Everybody else ready? Let's go! Ooh. Turn this way. Yeah. So, I have never fought Titan as a tank. I know he's a pain in the butt. So, hopefully... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Come here. Man, this music is awesome, though. And it hasn't even, like, hit its peak yet, though. That's what I love. I probably shouldn't have used both my invulns. The simple one would have been fine, but I just didn't know what landslide was. Holy shot. He's a tanky boy, but I mean, look how big he is. Hey, you're supposed to be paying attention to me, bruh. Oh no. Oh, that's right, he has those long attacks too. There we go. And we have to attack his heart. So... And then this is when shit gets real. Yeah! Like I said, this music's the bomb! Ignore the quicksand. ripples. Now, him in hard mode was crazy. I can't even tell you how many times I fell off the arena. I also love the freaking, what is it, alright, someone, help our healer. Come on, DPS. Oh, he's already dead. Never mind. Oh, Angie boy. The Lord of Crags, great father, Titan has fallen. That's right, bitches. Oh yeah, a crystal. Because we have 3 crystals of light, now we have 4 crystals of light. Part of me never really understood Gathering of the Crystals of Light. I know that they're essentially helping Hydaelyn in gathering her power against the darkness. But it just seems like there was so much more that was supposed to happen with that just never did. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I have no idea. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you, deny, decry, defy. I don't blame the kobolds. Like, it's as Merlwyb said, they did break the covenant. They basically stole the lands they had promised the kobolds. Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I've seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Rathathan. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could easily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. They have plans. Fool. And now she has a 4th. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. Ooch. He seed her. And not remain to mark his passing. Well, the Ascians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? Oh, that's for Shadowbringers to tell you. You'll have to wait. Hey, Shola. I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? I guess, but it makes me uncomfortable that you're staying behind, Y'shtola. Alright. Well, now that that's taken care of. time to head back to Camp Bronze Lake. We'll find a place to halt at some point. It's always awkward ending episodes at a certain, like, length, especially if they feel unfinished. But I don't want to make videos, like, too long. So... well, she made it safe and sound. I'm relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Sure. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Sam. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. So what, I have to go to... yeah, I have to go back to Limsa. I'll come back to these quests eventually. So... yep. At least I can just go, like, straight there, too. And then we'll go to the aft castle. Man, Limsa must be swimming if it's taken this... yep, I was like, if it's taken this much time to load, Limsa must be packed. Because when I tried to log in, like, it literally, like, there was, like, 33 people in queue, so, like, either something's going on, or it's just because it's Saturday and people actually have time. Well, that's a pretty umbrella. I want it. Cute, cute, cute. We killed Titan. It is good to see you, Private Utari. Word of your triumph has reached me some time ago, but I'm pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice it to say, we are glad to have a scion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the scions of the 7th Dawn. Until next time, Private. Oh, I get to clap? Yay! Thanks. Is it Minfilia? Yep. Sam, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad as if they did, of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Okay, but first... alright, Quartermaster. So, I can buy stuffs, but I'm not going to, but I could. What I want to do is apply for a promotion. So, it says I need 2,000, which I have. Yep, there we go. In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint you the rank of Storm Private 2nd class. So what do I need to apply for another promotion? No, I don't want that. I want to... apply for a promotion! Okay, so I need 3,000, which I have. Nice. So now I'm Storm Private 1st class. And for the next one, I will need 4,000. Okay, that's fine. At least I don't have to do anything yet. Alright, so now we're going to go in our inventory. We are going to do our Vesper Bay ticket so that we can get back to the Waking Sands and see what's going on. I wonder when these unlock. What does it say anyways? Absolutely glamorous. Oh, I think I have to have a crafter maybe? Yep. Disciple of the Hand or Land. So I have to be like something else, a crafting class. But this guy has something. What do you have? Oh no, not the Aurum Veil. Fortunately, I know there's I have a new battleground for you, the Aurum Veil. Head southwest to Central Highlands. Talk to Willimus and tell him I sent you. Ew. The Aurum Veil is the dreaded... hold on, frightened villager. Was that screaming I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. You hear the commotion just now? What in the seven hells were they doing in there? Wrestling? A Peist? You look like an adventurous type. Mind taking a quick look? Uh-oh, this does not bode well. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shit. These are Garleans. No, Neuraxia! This one is glad, walking one is safe. Neuraxia.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoix, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oof. Oh, Neuraxia.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Damn. Oh.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away.
Fuck you, Olivia.
Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
I hate her so much. Oh, and they really dumbed her down too. Walking one Minfilia asked this one to. Oh, Noraxia. In case Walking One returned, this one was to say. At church in eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. No. I like the sylphs, they're so cute. I know I have to search for survivors, but bro, there's none. There are none. Everybody's dead. Like, I already looked. Even knowing the things that I know, it's still not pleasant. Alright, so I have to seek shelter at the church. So we are heading to Camp Drybone. And thus ends our time at the Waking Sands for now. But I am going to end this section here. We'll leave it there on that cliffhanger. Oh man, poor Noraxia. But anyways, leave a like if you like the series and if you want to see more. Let me know what you thought of this story so far in the comment section down below, or if you just want to talk about something else Final Fantasy XIV related. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on my videos. I'm having fun making this series, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, ciao you guys!